Staff Sergeant Hank Currey. I'm a trombone player in the United States Army Band Pershing Zone. I'm here today to play for you an etude called Largo Cantabile. It's on page 19 of the Voxman Selected Studies for Trombone etude book. This particular etude was originally composed by Gotti. I'll start by playing it for you, and then afterwards I'll give you a few tips and tricks to help you play it. What a great etude that was. I really enjoyed this one. There's a lot going on in this. And not only is it a technical challenge, but it's also extremely challenging and rewarding musically. I enjoy playing it, I really enjoyed learning it, and you can get a lot out of learning how to play this, properly perform this etude. So there's a lot of technical issues, and there's a lot of great musical challenges involved in this etude. So I'm going to start with the technical stuff, get it out of the way real quick, and then we can have a little bit more fun with the music side of it. So 3 things technically you're going to need to properly perform this piece will be a legato tongue, a good legato tonguing articulation, because a lot of this is slurred and extremely smooth. It's called the Largo Cantabile, which means in a singing style. So you're going to need to be really smooth with your legato tonguing during these slurs. You're also going to need to be really flexible, because you won't be able to make those partial jumps while slurring smoothly unless you're very flexible. Work on your slide speed, getting it from one position to the next very quickly, and work on smooth transitions with your air and your face and your embouchure to make those partial jumps really smooth. When you've got a really fast slide and really smooth air and embouchure change, that makes those partial switches really smooth and will match your legato tongue, giving a beautiful overall effect. Lastly, you're going to need a good piano sound. You're going to need to support your sound with your air. Make sure your air doesn't slow down too much. If your airstream, if you're not creating a quick enough airstream, your piano and your pianissimo sounds, your dynamics, will fail. The sound will go flat. You'll have problems airballing. I think I airballed a note in there. You'll hear it. It is definitely an issue, and it's difficult. So make sure that you work on your quiet playing, because a lot of this etude is written quietly. All right, now on to the fun stuff. There is so much music in this etude. You can see it on the page based on simply, there's a lot of crescendos and slur marks and phrase markings and articulation markings, but there's also a lot of musical terms involved in this. For instance, there's morendo and affrettando and trattenuto and rinforzando, flebile, stentato, smorzando. There's like a million of them in there, and they all mean different things, and they all really help give an overall concept to how this etude is supposed to sound. These terms can really help you make your musical decisions. I'm not going to tell you what each of them mean. You should definitely go look them up. A quick internet search will take almost no time, and you'll learn what all these mean. And then you can learn what they mean for yourself. So look them up, learn the definitions, and learn what you think that might feel like or what it might sound like as you perform this etude. After you've figured out how you want these concepts to sound, then you basically take that concept and apply it musically to a small slice, right? For instance, measure 12 and 13, there's a lot going on in measures 12 and 13. There's tempo changes, there's rubato, there's dynamic changes, there's 3, 4 very important musical terms all happening like in the span of 2 measures. So you've got to make all of that happen somehow and make it make sense. So take those 2 measures, just those 2 measures, and slice them out and practice them and play them differently. Play them 5 or 10 different ways to figure out what you like best. What helps make those terms make sense in terms of performing the music. Figure out what you like and how you want it to sound, and do that with every little section, every little really musical section. Like, just take a slice of it and practice making it sound exactly how you want to make it sound. Like if it's written Morendo and it has to sound like it's dying off, then practice just a little slice of making that slice sound like it's dying. And then you can slowly stretch that and apply that to the rest of that section. And then you can connect each small section that you've individually practiced, and then you get a whole musical product. So take all that wonderful knowledge and creation of your mental concept and practice it in small bits where appropriate, right? Slice out 1 or 2 measures at a time and make it sound like you want it to sound. And then add all of those separate products up, and you will get your amazing little work of art. This amazing little beautiful etude. I hope you've enjoyed this etude, and I hope these tips and tricks have helped. And this is Staff Sergeant Hank Currey signing off.